Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be looking at a message that Rachel put out, saying that Debbie didn't know about her number being used on the first missing poster. Also, Lucy managed to get the time that Jay left the Airbnb right, which collaborates with Ayub's story. And Lucy asked for help with Jay's last location, but easily found the Airbnb. So the first thing we are going to look at is this message from Rachel, which she posted in the official Jay Slater Facebook group. There are two things in this message that I want to talk about. The first point I want to make is that at the start of the message, it says, "I feel the need to post this to your group and then I shall remove myself." So this message is apparently from Debbie, but Rachel has wrote it for her, and it says that after this message is posted, she will remove herself from the group. So this means that Debbie removed herself from Rachel's group, which meant that it gave Rachel full control of the information that was posted in this group, which had 500,000 people in it. So any information that was coming in was only seen by Rachel, and if she wanted to tell Debbie, then she can. So any information about Brad and what he got up to whilst in Tenerife will remain hidden from the group, and more importantly, it will remain hidden from the family. I know Rachel wasn't posting stuff about Brad anyway, but with Debbie not being in the group anymore, it gave her full control of this group. The next thing in this message that stands out to me is where Debbie says that she had no idea that her number was on the first missing poster. And we know that Lucy was in charge of getting these posters made, so it must have been Lucy who put Debbie's number on the missing poster. This means that Lucy didn't have permission to put Debbie's number on the poster, so she done it without asking Debbie. This resulted in Debbie getting the message saying that Jay was kidnapped and that she won't get him back because he owes people money. So could this have been planned by Lucy, and that Lucy knew this message was going to be sent to Debbie, which started all the conspiracy theories about Jay being kidnapped? Or was this just a bad mistake that Lucy made because she was panicking? I just think it's weird that Lucy put Debbie's number out to the public without even asking her, especially as she apparently didn't get in contact with Debbie to tell her that Jay was missing. Because a news article stated that Debbie found out on the 18th of June. There has been a lot of confusion about when Debbie actually found out about Jay going missing, because we did look at messages from someone who apparently works with Debbie, and they say that she found out on the 17th instead. Also, I have said this before, but if Lucy was in charge of the missing posters, why did some posters say that Jay was wearing a white top with shorts, and another poster said he was wearing a gray top with matching shorts? This is a very important detail to mess up on, and to know what a missing person is wearing is key. What we are going to look at next is what Lucy had to say about when Jay left the Airbnb. So first, Lucy says that Jay left with two people that he met on Sunday night, which is a lie straight away, because Ayubs says that he met Jay and his friends on the first night of NRG. But Lucy goes on to say that Jay left the Airbnb at 8 a.m. and walked for half an hour until he phoned Lucy when his phone was on 1%. How many lies do we have in that statement? Because Lucy claimed that Jay called her, but she actually called him. Also, if Jay called her after walking for half an hour, and she claimed he left at 8, then this phone call would have happened at 8:30, but then Lucy also said it happened at 8:50, and apparently Jay's phone call with Brad happened at 8:30. There are so many things that are very questionable in that statement. But what I want to focus on is the fact that Lucy said he left at 8. I want to talk about this, because if Jay phoned Lucy and was panicking, and his phone was on 1%, the last thing that they would speak about would be what exact time Jay actually left the Airbnb, because Lucy should have been more focused on where Jay actually is, rather than what time he left the Airbnb. Also, Ayub told us that Jay left at 8 a.m., which lines up with what Lucy has said in this statement. It's basically the only thing that Lucy got right. This makes me think that Ayub's story was that Jay left at 8 a.m., and Lucy knew this. But it was all the other things that she was unsure about. Firstly, when Jay and Ayub even met each other, and secondly, what time Jay actually phoned her. But what she gets right is what time Jay left the Airbnb. So maybe she had discussed this with Ayub and remembered to say that Jay left the Airbnb at 8 o'clock, which clears Ayub's involvement. But what she messed up on was her part of the story. I think Ayub didn't really care once his name was cleared, because once he is ruled out of the investigation, whatever Lucy and Brad say doesn't matter to him. Ayub could have told them to make sure the story is that Jay left at 8, and not to mention his name. And that's exactly what Lucy did, called Ayub a stranger and made sure to say that Jay left the Airbnb at 8 a.m. Then that means Ayub is out of the equation. The last thing we are going to look at is when Lucy posted Jay's location into a Facebook group, and she says, "Please, can anyone help me with where this location is? My friend was here at 8:50 a.m. this morning after a night out, and his phone is dead. He's got no food or water, and I am extremely worried." So Lucy asked people where this location is. But surely you can just type the road name into Google Maps and at least travel up to near where Jay was. Lucy asking about this location means that she might have been thinking that Jay stayed at this location and didn't move after her phone call. But Jay did move and carried on traveling through the mountains, which would have made it pretty much impossible for Lucy to find him, as his phone is dead. We have to question why Jay kept going and didn't wait where he was. Also, in this screenshot that I'm showing you now, it is a message from Luggy, which I think he sent to Mark Williams Thomas. Luggy says in this message that Jay lost his keys and puts a question mark next to it. So does this mean that Luggy is only assuming that Jay lost his keys and that it's not confirmed? Because this was the reason why Jay allegedly went with Ayub back to the Airbnb. But Rachel says that Brad was speaking to Jay while he was on his way to the Airbnb and also while he was at the Airbnb with Ayub. Luggy also says that Brad went home and went to bed. But if he went to bed, then how is he speaking to Jay while he's at the Airbnb? You're telling me Brad sat in bed speaking to Jay, but couldn't just let him into his hotel room? It really makes no sense. And we don't even know where Brad was, seeing as he said he just came out of a festival when Jay phoned him. But some people say he went home. Then you also have some people who even say that Brad was at the Airbnb. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will update you as we find out more.